to kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this. On the set. Launch 49. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Pop. Defense.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Right here. SOS. Look at me. Zip it, dude.
Again, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the 38, Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox.
Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To the air, Allen. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Bills nothing.
Let's go. 18 Gator. You don't want that. Pick up the ball. Switch. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams' quick plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, Charlie. Topper.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I don't think you got it, sir. Bravo. Mike 50. Now.
Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go again. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And McManus able to put it through. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you
don't want to.
We know, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen now looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Slam. 6-6. Pull it high. Deep rip.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Allen throwing complete to Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Allen.
We didn't need to ask him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Von Miller bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check three, check three. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 36, 30.
Now Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
You ain't doing nothing. Deuce.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 27, Tannehill. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We playing to win. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He finds Yeldon. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, box drop.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. And John Brown's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Allen now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That one complete to Yeldon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Jet bombers. Pass 85, pass 85. Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Throwing on first down is Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Broncos push further out in front. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Welcome back now to Denver. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They complete it to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Allen's throw is complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. To throw on 3rd down, Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, now a desperate. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st down, Allen got him in. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Tonight's final score,
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Broncos, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.